Hey guys, it's me, Prince Hamlet. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's vlog, I'm decided to place hidden cameras all around my friends and family to spy on them. I'm hoping I can get some good royal casualty, or should I say, royalty. I've also been pranking them lately, pretending to be a crazy person, so who knows what type of trash talk I'll catch. Anyways, I can't wait to look back on all this footage, but I also hope I don't see anything that I wish I hadn't seen, or even worse, I hope no one exposes my secrets. Yikes. Anyways, let's get on with the video.
Okay. These deep sighs of yours must mean something. Tell me, where is your son?
Let us speak privately, please. My lord, you can't believe what I saw tonight.
What, Gertrude? How is Hamlet?
He's mad as a storm. He's gone crazy. He hears something in the tapestry, whips out his sword, and shouts, "A rat! A rat!" In his dangerous state of mind, he pulls out the sword and stabs the old man.
Oh, this is terrible. It would have happened to me if I'd been there. His wildness is a threat to all of us. To you, to everyone. How will we deal with this violent situation? I'm the one who will to be blamed for not restraining and confining this young man. But I loved him so much that I didn't want to think about what I had to do.
So,
Like someone suffering from a nasty disease who refuses to disclose this information and let it infect him to his core, I kept Hamlet's condition and let it grow and more dangerous. Where has he gone?
To hide the body. Although he's mad, he still has a shimmering light of gold through. He's mourning.
Oh, Gertrude, let's go. As soon as the sun sets, he'll be off to England. I'll take all of my diplomatic know-how to explain and excuse the murder he's committed. Hey, Gilbert, sir. My friends, go find others to help you. Hamlet in his madness has killed Polonius and dragged him out to his mother's bedroom. Go find him and speak nicely to him and bring the corpse into the chapel. Hurry. Come, Gertrude. We'll talk to our wisest friends and tell them what we're going to do and what terrible deed has already been done. Let's hope slander spares us. We must go. I'm full of confusion.
I am confused.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag about this big secret, but I still think this is really entertaining content. So I'm just gonna explain to you guys that me killing Polonius was a complete accident. But now that y'all know, I no longer have to keep this big scandal a secret, and I can vlog the whole experience of dealing with royal drama, by the way, in case y'all were wondering. The body is hidden.
Hamlet! Lord Hamlet!
What's that noise? Who's calling for me?
what have you done with the corpse, my lord?
I've gotten it dirty. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Tell us where it is, so we can go take it to the chapel.
Don't believe it.
Believe what?
That I'd take your advice rather than keep my own secrets. Besides, you're a sponge. What is the son of a king supposed to say to a sponge?
You think I'm a sponge, my lord?
Yes, sir, a sponge that soaks up the king's approval, his rewards, and his decisions. Officers like that give the king best service in the end. He keeps them in his mouth like an ape and swallows, but he needs what you have found out. He can just squeeze you out like a sponge and you'll be dry again.
I don't follow, my lord.
I'm glad about that. Sly words are never understood by fools.
My lord, you have to tell us where the body is, and then we can go with the king.
The body's with the king, but the king's not with the body. The king's a thing.
A thing, my lord?
Not important. Take me to him. Ready or not, here I come.
So what happened?
Can't get Hamlet to tell us where the body is.
But where is he?
Outside, my lord, under guard, waiting for your orders.
Bring him to me.
Big Gilden Street. Bring in my lord.
Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At dinner.
At dinner where?
Not where he's eating, but where he's being eaten. A certain conference of worms is chowing down on him. Worms, the emperor of all diets. We fatten up all creatures to feed ourselves, and we fatten ourselves for the worms to eat when we're dead. A fat king and a skinny beggar are just two dishes at the same meal. That's all I have to say.
Oh no, oh no.
A man can eat fish with the worms that ate a king and then eat the fish he catches with that worm.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing much, just to demonstrate that the king can move through the bowels of a beggar.
Where's Polonius?
In heaven, send a messenger there if you want to be sure. If your messenger can't find him, you'll have to check hell yourself. But seriously, if you don't find him within the next month, you'll be sure to smell him as you go upstairs into the main hall.
Go look for him.
No need to hurry, he's not going anywhere.
Hamlet, I care for you just as much as I grieve for Polonius. For your own protection, I must send you to England at once. So get ready to leave. The ship is set to sail. The wind is favorable. Your servants are waiting for you. Everything is ready for you to go to England.
To England?
Yes, Hamlet.
Good.
Yes, you should think so. If you knew why I was sending you.
I know an angel who can read your mind, but okay, off to England. Goodbye, dear mother.
I'm your father, Hamlet. Your father who loves you.
You're my mother. When you married my mother, the two of you became one flesh. So if you're my father, you're also my mother. Come on, off to England. I'm going to England for a travel vlog, and I'm going to leave some hidden cameras back in town to catch what my friends are doing.
Follow him on foot and get him on board as quickly as possible. Don't waste my time. I want him out of here tonight. Go. Please hurry. And you, dear King of England, if you care about me at all, and you should, since you feel the damage that Denmark has done to you in the past, and fear and respect us, that you won't ignore my letters instructing you to kill Hamlet immediately. Do it, English King. He's been raging like a fever in my brain, and you must cure me. Until I know it's been done, I'll never be happy, no matter how much luck I have.
Go, Captain, and give the Danish king my greetings. Tell him that Fortinbras asked permission to move his troops across Denmark. You know the meeting place we arranged. If His Majesty wants us to do any favor for him, tell him his wish is my command.
I'll tell him, my lord.
Go ahead.
Sir, whose troops are these?
The King of Norway, sir.
What are they doing here, sir?
They're on their way to invade some part of Poland.
Who's commanding them, sir?
The nephew of the old King of Norway, Fortinbras.
Is he attacking the heartland of Poland or some frontier?
To tell the truth, we're fighting to win a little patch of ground that's not worthy of anything. I myself wouldn't pay 5 coins for it if someone offered it to me to farm, and it won't provide any more profit.
So then the Poles won't be willing to defend it?
Oh yes, they will. They've already stationed troops there.
Even 2,000 men and nearly 2,000 ducats are just the beginning of what will cost to settle this pointless matter. This is what happens when countries have too much money and peace. This quarrel is like an abscess that grows inside someone until it bursts and kills them, and no one knows why. Thank you very much for the information, sir.
Goodbye, sir.
Will you please come now, my lord?
I'll be there in a minute. Start without me. My God, everything I see shows me how wrong I am and tells me to hurry up and get on with my revenge. What is a human being if he just eats and sleeps? Nothing more than a beast. God didn't create us with such a huge power of thought and divine capacity for some reason in order for us not to use them. I didn't know why I'm still alive to say I have to do this deed rather than having done it already. I have the motivation, the willpower, the ability, and the means to do it. To be truly great doesn't mean you only fight for a good reason. It means you fight over nothing if your honor was at stake. So where does that leave me? Whose father has been murdered and mother defiled, ignoring these mental and emotional complications and letting well enough alone? Meanwhile, to my shame, I watched 20,000 men go marching to their deaths for an illusion and a little bit of fame, fighting for a tiny piece of land not even big enough to bury them all. From now on, if my thoughts aren't violent, I'll consider them worthless.
I won't speak to her. She's insistent. In fact, she's crazed. You can't help but feel sorry for her. What does she want? She talks about her father a lot and says she hears there are conspiracies around the world and coughs and beats her breasts and gets angry over tiny matters and talks nonsense. Her words don't mean anything, but her babbling causes her listeners to draw conclusions. They hear what they want to hear. Her winks and nods and gestures do suggest that she means to convey a message and not a happy one.
It's a good idea to speak to her since she might lead those with evil intentions to dangerous conclusions.
Show her. To my sick soul, every detail looks like an omen of disaster to come. Guilt makes you so full of stupid suspicions that you give yourself away because you're trying so hard not to.
Where is the beautiful Queen of Denmark?
What are you doing, Ophelia?
How can you tell the difference between your true love and some other? Your true one wears a pilgrim's hat and the pilgrim's sandals and staff.
Oh heavens, what does that song mean, my dear?
I'm sorry, did you say something? Please just listen. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head is a patch of green grass, and at his feet there is a tombstone. Oh no.
No, Ophelia.
Just listen, please. His death shroud was as white as snow.
My lord, look at this poor girl.
Covered with sweet flowers which do not fall to the ground, and true love showers. How are you doing, my pretty lady? I'm quite well, and may God give you what you deserve. They say the baker's daughter was turned into an owl for refusing Jesus' bread. My Lord, we know what we are now, but not what we've become. May God be at your table. She's talking about her dead father. Oh, let's not talk about that. But when they ask you what it means, just say, tomorrow's St. Valentine's Day, and early in the morning, I'm a girl below your window, waiting to be your Valentine. Then he got up and put on his clothes, and opened the door to his room. He let in the girl, and when she left, she wasn't a virgin anymore. Pretty Ophelia. Hang on. I'll end it soon, I promise. By the name of Jesus and Saint Charity, my goodness, what a shame it is. Young man will do if they get a chance. By God, they're very bad. She said, before you got me into bed, you promised to marry me. He answers, I would have married you, I swear, if you hadn't gone to bed with me. Gertrude, how long has she been like this? I hope everything will turn out fine. We must be patient, but I can't help crying when I think of him being laid in the cold ground. My brother will hear about this, and so I thank you for your good advice. Come, driver. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night, good night. Oh, her grief has poisoned her mind. Her father died, and now look at her. Oh, Gertrude, Gertrude, when bad things happen, they don't happen one at a time, like enemy spies, but all at once like an army. First your father was killed, then your son was taken away, because his own violent actions. The people are confused and spreading nasty rumors about Polonius' death, and I was a fool to bury him in a hurry, without a proper state funeral. Poor Ophelia has been robbed of her sanity, without which were just pictures or animals. Last but not least, her brother was secretly returned from France and is surrounded by gossipers, who filled her ears with wicked stories about his father's death. Deprived of proper evidence, he'll naturally attribute the murder to me. Oh dear Gertrude, I feel as though I'm being murdered many times over.
Oh no, what's that noise?
Listen, where are my bodyguards? Let them guard the door. What is it?
You must save yourself, my lord. The young Laertes, like the ocean when it floods the shore and devours the lowlands, is leading a rebellion against your government. The crowd calls him lord and shouts, we want Laertes to be king. It's as if they were starting the world from scratch right now, throwing out the traditions and ancient customs that are the support of every word we utter. They throw their caps in the air and yell, Laertes will be king, Laertes king.
They sound so cheerful as they hunt down the wrong prey. Oh, you're on the wrong track, you disloyal Danish dogs.
The doors have been smashed open.
Where's this so-called king? Men, wait outside.
No, let us in.
Please wait.
All right, we will.
Thank you. Guard the door. Oh, you vile king. Give me my father.
Calm down, good Laertes.
I've got exactly one calm drop of blood in my body, and it proclaims that I'm a bastard. So my father was betrayed and stamps the label whore on the pure forehead of my devoted mother.
Laertes, what makes you so rebellious? Let him go, Gertrude. Don't worry about my getting hurt. God protects the king, so traitors can't hurt him. Tell me, Laertes, why are you so angry? Gertrude, let him go. Tell me.
Where's my father?
He's dead.
But the king didn't kill him.
Let him ask what he wants to ask.
How did he end up dead? Don't mess with me. To hell with my vows of allegiance to you. Vows can go to hell. Can science too. I don't care if I'm damned. I don't care if what happens to me in this world or the next. Whatever happens, happens. But I'll get revenge for my father's murder.
Who's stopping you?
Only my free will, nothing else. What little means I have, I'll use against you.
My dear Laertes, in your eagerness to know the truth about your father's death, are you determined to hurt your father's friends and enemies alike?
No, only his enemies.
Do you want to know who they are then?
I'll open my arms wide to his true friends, and like a mother pelican with her brood, I'll give my life for them.
Well, now you're talking like a good son and a true gentleman. I'll prove to you as clearly as daylight that I'm innocent of your father's death, and I am struck with grief over it.
Let her in!
What's that noise? Oh heat, dry up my brains, salty tears burn my eyes. By heaven, I'll get revenge for your madness. Oh, you springtime rose, dear maiden, kind sister, sweet Ophelia, is it possible that a young woman's mind could fade away as easily as an old man's life? Human nature is refined and thoughtful. A person graciously gives a valuable part of herself away to her beloved, as Ophelia has sent off her sanity to her dead father.
They carried him uncovered in the coffin. Hey, Nani, 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 hey, Nani. And tears poured down into his grave. Goodbye, honey.
If you were sane and could urge me to take revenge, you couldn't be more persuasive than you are now.
You're supposed to sing a down, and you call him a down, Oh, how it turns around like a wheel, like the worker who stole his boss's daughter.
This nonsense means more than rational speech.
Look at my flowers. There's rosemary. That's for remembering. Please remember, love. And they're pansies. They're for thoughts.
A case study in madness to connect memory and thought.
Here are fennels and columbines for you. They symbolize adultery. And here's rue for you. It symbolizes repentance. We can call it the merciful Sunday flower. You should wear it for a different reason. And here's a daisy for unhappy love. I give you some violets, flowers of faithfulness, but they all dried up when my father died. They said he looked good when he died. For good, sweet robins is all my joy.
Sadness and torment, suffering, hell itself, makes them almost pretty.
And won't he come again? And won't he come again? No, no, he's dead. Go to your deathbed. He'll never come again. His beard was white as snow. His hair was all white too. He's gone, and we moan as we're cast away. God have mercy on his soul, and on the souls of all good Christians, I hope. Goodbye. God be with you. I bet this Hamlet's vlog camera. Hey YouTube, I'm going swimming. Hamlet will definitely put this footage in his vlog. I'll raise the views.
Oh God.
Laertes, I have the right to share your grief. Go choose your wisest friend and have them listen to the both of us and decide which of us is right. If directly or indirectly they find me implicated of your father's murder, I'll give up my kingdom, my crown, my life, and everything I call my own. But if they find me innocent, then be patient and I'll work to satisfy to the fullest extent your deepest need for revenge.
All right then. The way he died, his secret funeral, no funeral rites, no military display, no noble rites or formal ceremony. Shout out from heaven and earth that I must call the way he died into question.
And you're right to do so. May the guilty party be punished by death. Please, come with me.
Who are the people that want to speak with me?
Sailors, sir. They say they have letters for you.
Let them in. I don't know who else would send me a letter from abroad except Hamlet.
Hello, sir. God bless you.
May he bless you too.
He will, sir, if he wants to. There's a letter for you, sir. It's from the ambassador, Lord Hamlet, who is going to England, if your name's Horatio, as they told me it is.
Horatio, when you've read this letter, find a way to let these guys see the king. They have letters for him. Before we were at sea for even 2 days, a pirate ship equipped for battle pursued us. We were too slow to escape, so we were just forced to stand and fight. In the battle that followed, I ended up on the pirate ship. They then left our ship behind, so I became the only prisoner on board. They treated me quite mercifully for thieves, but they knew what they were doing. They want me to do a favor for them. Give the king the letters I've sent, and come to me as fast as you would run from death. I've got things to tell you that will make you speechless, and they aren't even half the story. These guys will take be to me. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are on their way to England. I have a lot to tell you about them. Goodbye, your trusted friend, Hamlet.
Come, men, I'll show you where to deliver these letters as quickly as possible so that you can take me to the man who sent them.
Now you've got to acknowledge my innocence and believe I'm your friend, since you've heard and understood that the man who killed your father was also trying to kill me.
It looks that way, but tell me, why didn't you take immediate action against his criminal acts when your own safety and everything else would seem to call for it?
Oh, for two main reasons, which may seem weak to you, but strong to me. The Queen, his mother, is devoted to him, and she is such a part of my life and my soul that I can't live apart from her, any more than the planet can leave its orbit. The only reason why I couldn't prosecute and arrest Hamlet is the public loves him. In their affection, they overlook all of his faults. Like magic, they convert them into virtues. So whatever I said against him would end up hurting me, not him.
And so I've lost my noble father, had my sister driven insane. If I can praise her for what she once was, not what she is now, the most perfect girl who ever lived, but I'll get my revenge.
Don't you worry about that. You must not think that I'm so lazy and dull that I can be severely threatened and think it's just a game. You'll hear more about my plan soon enough. I loved your father, and I love myself, which should be enough too. What is it? What's the news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This one's for your highness, and this one's for the queen.
From Hamlet? Who delivered them?
Sailors, my lord, or so they say. I didn't see them. Gladio gave them to me, and he got them from the one who delivered them.
Laertes, I want you to hear what they say. Leave us alone now.
High and mighty one, you know I've been set down naked, you might say, in your kingdom. Tomorrow I'll beg permission to look into your kingly eyes, at which point I'll tell you the story of how I came back to Denmark so strangely and suddenly. Hamlet.
What does this mean? Has everyone come back too, or is it a lie? And no one has returned yet?
Do you recognize the handwriting?
It's Hamlet's writing. Naked, he says. And in a PS he adds, alone. Can you help me out with this?
I have no clue, my lord, but let him come. It warms my weary heart to think I'll get the chance to look at him in the eye and say, you did this.
If that's how you feel, Laertes, and why shouldn't you? Will you let me guide and direct you?
Yes, my lord, as long as you won't lead me toward peace.
No, just towards your own peace of mind. If he comes back to Denmark without plans to continue on his trip, then I'll trick him into an undertaking, which I'm working out now. That's sure to kill him. When he dies, no one will be blamed. Even his mother will call it an accident.
My lord, I'll let you make the decision. I only ask to be in your plans, the agent of his death.
That'll be fine. Since you left, people have been talking about, and within an earshot of Hamlet, a certain quality of yours in which they say you shine. All of your talents and gifts didn't arouse us as much envy from him as this one quality did, though to me it's far from your best attribute.
What quality is that, my lord?
A trivial little ribbon on the cap of youth, yet it's an important one too, since casual clothes suit young people as much as serious business suits and overcoats suit the middle-aged. 2 months ago, I met a gentleman from Normandy. I fought against the French and have seen how well they ride, but this man was a magician on horseback.
He was from Normandy, you said?
Yes, from Normandy.
I bet it was Layman.
Yes, that's the one.
I know him well. He's his homeland's jewel.
He mentioned you to me, giving you such high marks in fencing that he exclaimed it would be a miracle if someone could match you. French fencers wouldn't be good enough for you, he said, since they don't have the right moves or skills. Hamlet was just so jealous when he heard Layman's reports that he talked about nothing else but having you come over and play against him. Now, the point is...
What's the point, my lord?
Laertes, did you love your father, or is your grief just an illusion, a mere painting of sorrow?
How could you ask?
Not that I suspect you didn't love your father, but I've seen it happen that as days go by, the time dampens the flame of love. The fire of love always burns itself out, and nothing stays the way it began. Even a good thing can grow too big and die from its own excess. We should do what we intend to do right when we intend to do it. But back to my point, Hamlet's coming back. What proof will you offer, in action, not just words, that you are your father's son?
I'll cut Hamlet's throat in church.
It's true, no place, not even a church, should offer refuge to the murderer. Revenge should have no limits, but Laertes, will you do this? Stay in your room. When Hamlet comes home, he'll learn you're here. In short, we'll get you together and place bets on you. Hamlet's so careless, high-minded, and unsuspecting that he won't examine the swords beforehand, and you could easily choose one with a sharpened point, and in one thrust avenge the death of your father.
I'll do it, and I'll put a little dab of something on my sword as well. From a quack doctor, I bought some oil so poisonous that if you dip a knife in it, no medicine in the world can save the person who's scratched by it. If I even graze his skin slightly, he's likely to die.
Let's think about this and consider what time and what method would be most appropriate. If our plan were to fail and people found out about it, it would be better never to even have tried it. We should have a backup ready in case the first plan doesn't work. Let me think. We'll place bets on you and Hamlet, that's it. When the two of you have gotten all sweaty and hot, keep him jumping around a lot for that purpose. Hamlet will ask for something to drink. I'll have a cup ready for him. If by chance he escapes from your poisoned sword tip, the drink will kill him. But wait, what's that sound?
The bad news just keeps on coming, one disaster after another. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drown? Oh, where?
There's a willow that leans over the brook, dangling its white leaves over the glassy water. Ophelia made wild wreaths out of those leaves, braiding in crown flowers, thistles, daisies, and orchises. Climbing into the tree to hang the wreath of leaves on the hanging branches, she and her flowers fell into the gurgling brook. Her clothes spread out in the wide water and buoyed her up as she sang bits of old hymns, acting like someone who doesn't realize the danger she's in, or like someone completely accustomed to danger. But it was only a matter of time before her clothes, heavy with the water they absorbed, pulled the poor thing out of her song, down into the mud at the bottom of the brook.
So she is drowned.
Drowned, drowned.
You've had too much water already, poor Ophelia, so I won't shed watery tears for you. But crying is what humans do. We do what's in our nature, even if we're ashamed of it. After I stop crying, I'll be through acting like a woman. Goodbye, my lord. I have some fiery words I could speak now, but my foolish tears are drowning them out.
Let's follow him, Gertrude. I worked so hard to calm him down, but now I'm worried he's getting all excited again. Let's follow him.
I'm not exactly sure what just happened, but I'm sensing that it's not looking too good for me. So if y'all want to like and subscribe down below to make this messy situation a little bit better, that'd be great. Also, follow my Instagram link below and have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. I've just looked over all the footage and I'm scared.
Stop! I had it!
Gonna enter with that and then she. Oh my god.